the topic what we are going to see today is second order derivative. Okay, so earlier in my last video you would have seen derivatives of parametric form here. So here the next topic what you are going to see here is a second order derivative, that is differentiating a function twice. So here suppose I have a curve y equal to f of x, differentiating it with respect to x, what do you get here? Dy by dx is equal to f dash of x you get. Now differentiating this one again with respect to x. So when you differentiate it again with respect to x, what will I get here? Differentiating this one, it's nothing but d by dx of dy by dx. This is what you have here. So what is this d by dx of dy by dx? It is equal to d square y by dx square. This is what you write here. So d by dx of dy by dx, you can write it as d square y by dx square. And this f dash of x, when you differentiate it again, what will you have? It will be nothing but f double dash of x. This is what you have here, the second order derivative. Okay, so based on this only you are going to see exercise 5.7 here. So the question it goes like this: find the second order derivative for the following functions. So what's the first function given here? It's only an algebraic one. X squared plus 3x plus 2 is given here, and here we'll take y. I'll just give a name to it. Let y be equal to x squared plus 3x plus 2. So now differentiating it with respect to x, what will you have here? Dy by dx, that is differentiating it with respect to x. Differentiation of x squared, you all know. What is differentiation of x power n here? X power n is nothing but equal to nx power n minus 1. So using that we differentiate it. So you will have it as 2x power 2 minus 1. That's nothing but 2x plus what will you get here? It's nothing but 3. So dy by dx is equal to 2x plus 3. Now differentiating it again, because they have asked us to find the second order derivative. That's nothing but your d squared y by dx squared. So what is d squared y by dx squared equal to? Differentiation of 2x. So what is differentiation of x here? It's nothing but equal to 1. Okay, so differentiation of x is 1. So 2 into 1 plus differentiating the constant. What is differentiating the constant? It will be equal to 0. So what is the second order derivative for this function? It is nothing but equal to 2. So your d squared y by dx squared is nothing but equal to 2. Okay. Now here the next question. The next question is nothing but here again a algebraic and a trigonometric one you have here. X into cos x. So x into cos x, what will you have? I'll just write it as y equal to x into cos x you get. Now differentiating it with respect to x. So first time when you differentiate it with respect to x, what's the formula I'll have to use here? Yes, the formula will be nothing but the uv formula. Why is that you use a uv formula here? This is also a function of x. Here also it's a function of x. You have an algebraic one into a trigonometric one you get. Now here we'll differentiate it with respect to x. So here when you differentiate it with respect to x, we'll see what you get here. So differentiating it with respect to x. Differentiating it with respect to x, what do you get here? Dy by dx is equal to. So what is dy by dx equal to? What will I have here? It is u into. What's the formula again? Once again I'll just write it as a reminder. D by dx of u into b is equal to u into dv by dx plus v into du by dx. This is what you have here. Got it? So using this formula, what will I get? X into differentiation of b, that's nothing but minus sin x you will get here, plus cos x into differentiation of x. What is cos x into differentiation of x? It's nothing but equal to 1. So how do I write it here? It is equal to minus x sin x plus cos x. This is what you have here. It is equal to minus x sin x plus cos x. Now we'll again differentiate it with respect to x. So when you differentiate it with respect to x, what will you have here? It is again I'll have to apply the uv formula again here, the product rule. So when you apply the product rule, what will I have? It is minus x into differentiation of sin x will give you what? Cos x. Okay, now here of course you have plus only here, but you have a minus sign here. So I'll just put plus into minus is nothing but minus sin x into differentiation of x. What is differentiation of x here? It's nothing but 1. Okay, now differentiation of cos x. What is differentiation of cos x? It's minus sin x you have. So how do I write it here? Minus x cos x minus sin x minus sin x. What is minus sin x minus sin x here? It's nothing but minus 2 sin x. x. You understood? So what is the rule we are using here? That's nothing but the product rule. Okay, so using the product rule, we are differentiating it with respect to x. That's all. Alright? Okay. Now here again a similar one, but the only difference is what you have algebraic and logarithmic. That's the next question, the fifth one here. So what's the fifth one? X squared into log x you have. So x squared into log x, what will I write here? I'll just take y equal to x squared into log x. Now differentiate it with respect to x. Again I'll be using the UV product rule or the UV formula. This is what you're going to use here. So when I use a product rule, what will I get? dy by dx is equal to x squared into differentiation of log x. What is differentiation of log x? It's nothing but 1 by x plus log x into differentiation of x squared. What is differentiation of x squared? That's nothing but into 2x you will get. So what will happen here? X and this x squared, it gets cancelled. So you're left with x plus 2x into log x. This is what you have here. It is x plus 2x into log x. So your first order derivative is over. Now here you will have to find the second order derivative. That's nothing but d squared y by dx squared. So how do you write it? D squared y by dx squared is equal to differentiation of x. What is differentiation of x? It's nothing but 1 plus, again I'll have to use the UV formula here. So when I use the UV formula, what will I get here? It is 2x into differentiation of log x. What is it? It's nothing but 1 by x plus log x into differentiation of u. What is differentiation of u here? 2x. So 2 into x, what will I get here? It's nothing but 2 itself you will have here. Now I'll just rewrite it as 1 plus, what will I get here? X and x, it gets cancelled here. So you're left with 1 plus 2 plus 2 log x you get. So what is 1 plus 2? It's nothing but 3 plus 2 log x. This is your second order derivative. You understood here? Again I'm telling you, I'm just using this formula only here. What's the formula? D by dx of u into v is equal to u into dv by dx plus v into du by dx. This is the formula we are using here, nothing else. Alright? Okay. Now the sixth one again here. Okay, the sixth one again you are supposed to find the second order derivative for this function here. What's the function given here? E power x into sine 5x. That's a function given to us. So e power x into sine 5x. We'll take y equal to e power x into sine 5x we have here. Differentiating it with respect to x. So what did I tell you as usual? Use this UV formula, that is your product rule. So when you use the product rule, what will I get? It's u into dy by dx is equal to u into, that's nothing but e power x into differentiation of v. What is differentiation of v here? Sine 5x I'll have to differentiate. So first differentiate sine. So when I differentiate sine, what will you get? Cos 5x into, as I told you earlier, write the coefficient of x here. That's nothing but 5. That is, you are differentiating this 5x here by using chain rule into 5 plus, next is what? V into, V is what? Sine 5x into differentiation of e power x. What is differentiation of e power x? That's nothing but e power x itself. Okay, so here you know that differentiation of e power x is nothing but equal to e power x itself you will have. You understood? Okay. Now here this is equal to 5 e power x cos 5x plus e power x into sine 5x you have here. Alright. Now here what's the next step you have here? I've just taken e power x common. So here I've taken e power x common. What will I have? It will be 5 cos 5x plus sine 5x you get here. Now it's easy for me to differentiate it again here, that is to find the second order derivative. So when you find the second order derivative, what will you do here? I'll have to take this as u and this whole thing will be taken as v here. Got it? U and this whole thing will be taken as v. That is your d squared y by dx squared. Okay, understood children here? Okay, so here in this case, that's why I've taken. Otherwise, you'll have to do it separately. So to avoid that, I've just taken e power x common, and then again we are going to use the product rule. So we'll see how we can apply the product rule here. It's e power x into differentiation of this one. So what is differentiation of 5 cos 5x? First differentiation of cos is what? Minus sine. So I've written it as minus 5 sine 5x into this coefficient of x. What will I write here? It's 5 plus differentiation of sine 5x. What is differentiation of sine 5x? It's nothing but cos 5x into, what will I write here? Again this one, 5. Don't forget to write that. Plus, what's the next one here? V into differentiation of x. So plus V into differentiation of x will give you what? 5 cos 5x plus sin 5x into differentiation of e power x. What is differentiation of e power x? It's nothing but e power x itself. Got it? Now take e power x common to both the terms here. So when I take e power x common, you are left with what? 5 into minus 5 is what? Minus 25 sin 5x you get here. Plus, what's the next one you get here? 5 cos 5x. And here again, you have it as e power x into 5 cos 5x plus sin 5x. You are taking e power x again, minus 25 sin 5x you get here. Okay, plus 5 cos, plus 5 cos 5x plus 5 cos 5x plus sin 5x. This is what you get. Now here we'll just group the like terms here. Minus 25 sin 5x and what's the next one you get here actually here? It is plus sin 5x you get here. So here minus 24 sin 5x you have here. Plus what's the next one you get here? It's nothing but 10 cos 5x. It's e power x into minus 24 sin 5x plus 10 cos 5x. This is what you have here. This is your differentiation of e power x into 7 sin 5x. That's your second order derivative. You understood? Okay. Now, the next one here. The next one is also a very easy one here. You are suppose till now we saw, what was it? We saw product rule for exponential trigonometry, and then we saw for algebraic logarithmic we saw here. Here in this case, the next one you're going to see here for an inverse trigonometric function. So this is the 8th question you have here. So the 8th question. So what is your 8th question here? Tan inverse of x. So what is this tan inverse of x? I'll just take it as y equal to tan inverse of x. Again, you will have to differentiate it with respect to x. So when you differentiate it with respect to x, what will you have here? It is dy by dx is equal to 1 by 1 plus x squared. You know what is differentiation of tan inverse of x formula here? Differentiation of tan inverse of x is nothing but equal to 1 by 1 plus x square. This is your differentiation of tan inverse of x. So we have written it as 1 by 1 plus x squared. Now the next one is to find out the second order derivative. So how do I write it? D squared y by dx squared is equal to. So here I'll be using the u by v formula. So here u by v formula. So what is this u by v formula here? D by dx of u by v is equal to v into du by dx minus u into dv by dx divided by, what will I get here? It's nothing but v squared. You understood? So here your d squared y by dx squared is equal to v into, what is v into? 1 plus x squared into differentiation of 1. What is differentiation of 1? It's nothing but 0 minus, okay, minus u. What is your u here? 1 into differentiation of the denominator. What is differentiation of the denominator? 1 plus x squared. You will have differentiation of 1 will be 0. Differentiation of x squared will be nothing but 2x. So we have written it as 2x divided by 1 plus x squared the whole square. So what have you got here? Minus 2x divided by 1 plus x squared the whole squared. So this is your second order derivative for, what is it here? For the function tan inverse of x. For the inverse trigonometric function tan inverse of x. So first differentiate tan inverse of x. Again, what's the next step I've done here? Use the u by v formula there. So when I use a u by v formula, again I'll explain it here. It's a denominator, that's v. 1 plus x squared into differentiation of 1 is what? 0 minus 1 into differentiation of the denominator is what? 2x divided by 1 plus x squared the whole square. Therefore you can write it as minus 2x divided by 1 plus x squared the whole square. Okay. Now here the next question. The next question, the 9th one. Again I'm supposed to find the second derivative here. You've got it as log of log x you've got. So I'll just write it as y equal to log of log x. Now differentiate it with respect to x. So when you differentiate it with respect to x, what will I get here? dy by dx is equal to. So what rule I will be using it here? It is log of log x you've got. So I'll be using the chain rule. So how will you differentiate it actually here? Differentiation of log. What is differentiation of log here? 1 by log x, because instead of x you have it as differentiation of log x is nothing but 1 by x. So you write it as 1 by x into differentiation of what will I get here? Log x. That is into differentiation of whatever function is within here. That is, we are using the chain rule. So we write it as 1 by log x into d by dx of log x. What is d by dx of log x? It's nothing but 1 by x. So how do I write it here? It is equal to 1 by x log x. Understood? I am using only the chain rule in this case. Okay, using the chain rule we have differentiated it. Now again I'll have to differentiate it, the second order derivative I'll have to find out. So I'll have to differentiate it again with respect to x. So again I'll be using the u by v formula here. So when I use a u by v formula, already I've written the formula here. It is v into, that's x log x into differentiation of 1. What is differentiation of 1? It's nothing but 0 minus 1 into differentiation of x log x. What is differentiation of x log x? Again we'll be using the uv formula here. So when you use the uv formula, what will I get? X into differentiation of log x. It's nothing but 1 by x plus log x into differentiation of x. What is that? It is nothing but 1 divided by x log x the whole square. So what will happen actually here? X log x into this one will give me what actually here? It's nothing but 0. So here if you see, you are left with x into 1 by x. It gets cancelled here. So you are left only with 1 plus log x. When I multiply this minus sign, you are left with minus 1 minus log x divided by x log x the whole square. So this is the second order derivative for log of log x. So listen, the first step I have used the chain rule. After that I have used the u by v formula. Okay, so we are using u by v formula. We have differentiated it with respect to x twice. Alright? Yes. Now the 11th question you are going to see here. So till now we saw just to find the second order derivative, that's all. They asked you to find out d squared y by dx square, that's all. From the next set of questions it will not be like that actually. Here you will have to find out the second order derivative and also verify certain conditions given. I will have to verify certain differential equations, whatever they have given there. I will have to check whether they are correct, that is correct or not. This is what you will have to do for the next one. So if you read the 11th question, y equal to 5 cos x minus 3 sin x, prove that d squared y by dx squared plus y is equal to 0. This is what is given here. So what is given here? Y equal to 5 cos x minus 3 sin x, it is given here. Differentiating it with respect to x. Okay. Of course I'll have to verify this condition. D squared y by dx squared plus y equal to 0. This is the condition I'll have to verify. So first we'll differentiate it with respect to x here. You know what is differentiation of cos x? It's minus sin x. So you have it as minus 5 sin x minus differentiation of sin x is what? It's nothing but cos x. So you have it as minus 3 cos x. Now we'll find the second order derivative, d squared y by dx squared. What is d squared y by dx squared equal to? Again differentiation of sin x is what? Cos x. So you already have a minus sign here, minus 5 cos x. What is differentiation of cos x here? It's minus sin x. Minus of minus will give you what actually here? It's nothing but plus. So you will write it as plus 3 sin x is what you have here. Correct? Now we'll find out what is d squared y by dx squared plus y. So what is d squared y by dx squared plus y? D squared y by dx squared is what? Minus 5 cos x plus 3 sin x. Okay, plus y. What is this y actually here? Your y is nothing but your question. What's the question you get here? 5 cos x minus 3 sin x. This is your question. So I'll just write it as plus 5 cos x minus 3 sin x. Now anything gets cancelled. Minus 5 cos x and plus 5 cos x gets cancelled. 3 sin x and minus 3 sin x also gets cancelled. So what's the answer you get here? It's equal to 0. So it's a very easy one and also an important one coming to the second order derivative. Got it? Yes. Now here the next question. What's the next question you get here? If y equal to 12th one, if y equal to cos inverse of x, find d squared y by dx squared in terms of y alone. It is asked here. They've asked us to find in terms of y alone. Got it? So we'll see a slightly different one. y equal to cos inverse of x. Now, if I differentiate it straight away also, I will get the answer in terms of x. But I need to find out the answer in terms of y. So what I do here is I just find the inverse of it. So when I find the inverse, x is equal to cos y. When I take it to the other side, you have it as x is equal to cos y. So x is in terms of y. So what can I do here? I'll have to find out only dx by dy. So what is dx by dy equal to? It is equal to minus sine y you have here. Got it? It is equal to minus sine y. Now the next step. Find out what is dy by dx. That's nothing but the inverse of it. So inverse of it means I will have it as equal to minus 1 by sine y. So what is minus 1 by sine y? It's nothing but minus cosecant y you get here. Now I can differentiate it with respect to x because I need to find out the second order derivative. So d squared y by dx squared is equal to d by dx of minus cosecant y. So you know what is differentiation of cosecant x. So what is differentiation of cosecant x? It is equal to minus cosecant x cot x. This is the formula you have here. So minus cosecant x cot x. How do you write here? It is equal to minus cot y minus cosecant y, and y is a function of x. So you write it as dy by dx. Now I'll have to get my answer in terms of what is it here? Y. So what is your dy by dx equal to? Just now we found out it's minus cosecant y. So we'll just substitute it here. Minus cosecant y, minus into minus will become what? Plus. So you have it as cot y into cosecant squared y. Okay. The 13th question. If y is equal to 3 cos of log x plus 4 sin of log x, show that x squared y2 plus x y1 plus y equal to 0. So I have written the question again here. You know what is y2. y2 is nothing but d squared y by dx squared. y1 is nothing but dy by dx here. Okay, so we'll see what we can do. Differentiate it the first time. dy by dx is equal to, what is differentiation of cos? It is minus sine. So it is minus 3 sine of log x into differentiation of log x. What is into differentiation of log x? It's nothing but 1 by x plus 4 into differentiation of sine is what? Cos. Cos of log x into differentiation of log x. What will I have? It's nothing but 1 by x you get. Got it? Now either you cross multiply this side, otherwise we'll just multiply by x here. So when I multiply by x, what will I get? Minus 3x multiply here, minus 3x sine of log x into 1 by x plus 4x cos of log x into 1 by x. X and x gets cancelled. Here also x and x it gets cancelled here. So you're left with what actually here? X into dy by dx is equal to minus 3 sine of log x plus 4 into cos of log x you get. Got it? Now differentiate this one again with respect to x here. So when I differentiate it, the left hand side I will be using the uv formula. Again I'll have to use the uv formula. So how will you get here? X into differentiation of this. What is the formula you get here? d by dx of u into v is equal to u into dv by dx plus v into du by dx. This is the formula you get here. So here if you see it as x into differentiation of this is what? d squared y by dx squared plus dy by dx into differentiation of x. It's nothing but 1, which is equal to, here again differentiate this one. What will I have? Minus 3 differentiation of sine is nothing but cos of log x into differentiation of log x. That's nothing but 1 by x. Next is what? Minus 4 sine of log x into differentiation of log x is nothing but 1 by x. We are using the chain rule in this case. Got it? Now cross multiply it here. When you cross multiply, what will I have? X into x d squared y by dx squared plus dy by dx, which is equal to minus 3 cos of log x plus 4 sine of log x. This is what you have here. So multiplying it, it's x squared d squared y by dx squared. Again multiplied, it is x into dy by dx. What is this actually here? This is nothing but your question itself. Y equal to 3 cos of log x plus 4 sine of log x. So I've just substituted it here. It is equal to minus y. So bringing it to the other side, we can write it as x squared y2 plus x y1 plus y equal to 0. Got it? Yes. Now the 14th question. So the 14th question again you have it as if y equal to a e power mx plus b e power nx, show that d squared y by dx squared minus of m plus n into dy by dx plus mn y equal to 0. Got it? So what you're going to do here is, first you're going to find out dy by dx. Next, find out d squared y by dx squared here. Substitute it in this equation and show it is equal to 0. This is another way of doing it. Got it? So y equal to a e power mx plus b e power nx you've got. Now differentiate it. When I differentiate it, what will I have? dy by dx is equal to differentiation of e power mx. What is differentiation of e power mx? d by dx of e power mx is equal to e power mx. Differentiation of e power x is what? E power x itself into d by dx of mx you will get. So what is d by dx of mx? It's nothing but m. So you will have it as m e power mx. This is what you have here. Okay. So here that's what I have written here. A e power mx into m plus b e power nx into n I have written here. Now what's the next step? D squared y by dx squared. Again we are going to differentiate it. So it's a e power mx into m. When I differentiate this again, you will have one m here. So m into m is what? M squared plus differentiation of b e power nx. What is differentiation of b e power nx? It's nothing but b e power nx into n you will get there. Already you have an n here. So n into n is what? N squared. So I've just written it as n squared a e power mx plus n squared b e power nx you've got. Now we'll just substitute it in this equation. D squared y by dx squared minus of m plus n into dy by dx plus mn y is equal to m squared a e power mx, that is your d squared y by dx squared plus n squared b e power nx minus m plus n into dy by dx. What is your dy by dx here? m a e power mx plus n e b e power nx. That's what I have written. Plus mn into y. What is your y? That's nothing but the question. A e power mx plus b e power nx. Now we'll just multiply it. M squared a e power nx plus n squared b e power nx. Multiply it here. Minus m into m. Here it's minus m squared a e power nx. Next is what? This into this. I have written it here. Next is what? This one. N into m a e power mx. Here if you see it's minus nm into e power mx here. Now again here it is minus n squared into b e power nx plus mn into a e power mx plus mn into b e power nx you've got. Now here if you see all the terms, if you see it gets cancelled and therefore the answer is equal to 0. So I think it's very easy only here. Just note the differentiation part alone correctly, substitute it and you will get the answer very easily. Got it? Yes. Now the next question is also a similar type only here. If y equal to 500 e power 7x plus 600 e power minus 7x, show that d squared y by dx squared is equal to 49y. This is what you'll have to prove here. What I'm going to do here is, we'll find the first derivative, we'll find the second derivative and show it is equal to 49y. Okay, it's just a 2-mark question only here. Okay, so here we'll see how we can do with this one. Y equal to 500 e power 7x you get plus 600 e power minus 7x. Differentiate it. dy by dx is equal to this 500 it's a e power 7x. What is differentiation of e power 7x? E power 7x into 7. You know how to differentiate it now? D by dx of e power 7x is what? E power 7x into d by dx of 7x. That's nothing but 7. Otherwise, just write the coefficient of x here into 7. That's all. Plus 600 into e power minus 7x into what will I get here? It's nothing but minus 7. This is what you have here. Got it? Now d squared y by dx squared. So what is d squared y by dx squared? 500 e power 7x into, okay, again here you will write it as 7 the whole squared plus 600 e power minus 7x into minus 7 the whole squared. Okay, because again you will have a minus 7 there, so it will be nothing but minus 7 the whole squared. So what is 7 the whole squared? 49. Here again minus 7 the whole squared is what? 49. So just take this 49 outside. You are left with 500 e power 7x plus 600 e power minus 7x. What is it equal to? It is equal to 49y. So d squared y by dx squared is equal to 49y. You understood, children? Okay. Now we'll go over to the next question here, the 16th one. If e power x into y, e power y into x plus 1 is equal to 1, show that d squared y by dx squared is equal to dy by dx the whole squared. So we'll just rewrite it a little. Okay, so I'll have to find out the first order derivative, the second order derivative, and see if this condition is satisfied. So what is it you have? E power y into x plus 1 is equal to 1. E power y equal to 1 by x plus 1. So here we take it to the numerator here. X plus 1 the whole power minus 1 we write. Now we will differentiate it again with respect to x. So when I differentiate this one, use the implicit form. Remember, e power y into differentiation of y is for dy by dx equal to, now what's the formula? D by dx of x power n is what? N x power n minus 1. So you can write it as minus 1, x plus 1 the whole power minus 2, which is equal to this minus 1 divided by, when it comes to the denominator, it becomes x plus 1 the whole square. So what is your dy by dx equal to? Bring this e power y here, 1 by e power y into minus 1 by x plus 1 the whole square. Got it? Now, what is this 1 by e power y here? 1 by e power y. You know what is your e power y? What is e power y equal to? 1 by x plus 1. So, what is 1 by e power y? That's nothing but x plus 1 you will get. So, x plus 1 into minus 1 by x plus 1 the whole square. So, it gets cancelled, which is equal to minus 1 divided by x plus 1. Got it? So, you found out what is dy by dx. Next is to find out what d squared y by dx squared. So, we will find out what is d squared y by dx squared here. So, what is d squared y by dx squared? Here, I will have to differentiate this again. So, how will you differentiate it? Taking it to the numerator, you can write this as minus of x plus 1 the whole power minus 1. So, when you differentiate it, what will I get? Minus, when it comes here, it will be plus x plus 1 the whole power minus 2, which is equal to 1 by x plus 1 the whole square, which is equal to dy by dx the whole square you get here. So what is that you have? D squared y by dx squared is equal to dy by dx the whole square. Okay, how do you get it as dy by dx whole square? Because your dy by dx is what? Minus 1 by x plus 1. So I can write it as minus 1 by x plus 1 the whole square, this one. Therefore you get it as dy by dx the whole square. You understood, children? Okay. Now the last question under this exercise here, the 17th one. It's again a very important one here. So here I am doing it in terms of tan inverse of x. The same question it can be asked also in terms of cos inverse or sin inverse. Okay. So if y equal to tan inverse of x the whole square, show that x squared plus 1 the whole square by 2 plus 2x into x squared plus 1 by 1 is equal to 2. So we are going to do it. Okay. So here I'll just write the question here. Y equal to tan inverse of x the whole square. So you know what's the formula for tan inverse of x? What is it? 1 by 1 plus x squared. So we'll differentiate it. It's actually you have to use a chain rule here. dy by dx is equal to, bringing it this side, 2 into tan inverse of x into differentiation of tan inverse of x. What is differentiation of tan inverse of x? 1 by 1 plus x squared. It's nothing but 1 by 1 plus x squared. Got it? Now, I'm going to cross multiply this here and then differentiate it next time. So, when I cross multiply, 1 plus x squared into dy by dx is equal to 2 tan inverse of x. So, we'll again differentiate it. So, what will you do here? I'll have to use a uv formula. So, when I use a uv formula, what will I have? 1 plus x squared into differentiation of this one. What is it? D squared y by dx squared plus dy by dx into differentiation of 1 plus x squared. What is it? It's 2x equal to differentiation of 2 tan inverse of x. What is it? 2 by 1 plus x squared. This is what you have here. Correct? Now again we'll just cross multiply it here. This 1 plus x squared. When I cross multiply, I'll have to multiply with each term. So here 1 plus x squared the whole squared into d squared y by dx squared plus 2x into, what will I get here? 1 plus x squared into dy by dx is equal to 2. So when I rewrite it a little, x squared plus 1 the whole square, this is written as y2 plus 2x into 1 plus x square, this is written as y1 equal to 2. That's all. Got it? It's a very easy one. So while seeing the question, don't think that it's a very lengthy one. You'll have to substitute, nothing like that. just differentiate it by using chain rule here. 2 into tan inverse of x into 1 by 1 plus x square. After that, cross multiply it. Here you will have to just apply the UV formula and then differentiate it, and again cross multiply and then write the answer. You will get the solution.